Hey everyone. About a week or so ago, I released a song called Basket Case. For all those who heard it or saw the story on it, thank you. That song originated because of who I was and my identity, or my lack of identity, for the longest season. Um, you see, when people would approach me and I wanted to be their friends, I was willing to change who I was in order for them to accept me and let me be part of of their group or of their lives. And I never realized how wrong I was, or the pain I was causing myself because of it. And actually just the emptiness of not being who I was. If I liked a woman, it'd be the same way. I would just do whatever it takes and change whatever it takes, clothes, personality, whatever, in order for me to be able to have or be with that person. And as I was just being with God the other day, they just called Jesus every single word that they could possibly imagine. They called him a thief, a liar, crazy, which was basket case. They just called him so many names, and he not once defended himself. He not once saw the need to reply. But when God was affected, when they attacked God or who he was in God's eyes, that's when he would talk. And he would talk mainly to the Pharisees and Sadducees, because that's who thought they were so godly that they didn't know anything about God. And that's when he would defend himself. For example, when Pontius Pilate said, don't you know that I have the authority to kill you? And Jesus stopped him and said, no, you only have the authority my Father has given you. God has given you. And meanwhile, there were so many witnesses, false witnesses against him, just lying about him and saying all this stuff just to have him crucified. And he not once defended himself. And for the first time in my life, whether you're a Christian or not, it really has no bearing. But for the first time in my life, I can identify myself with God, with Jesus, with the Bible. It has given me foundation. It has given me a reason not to fight when people just talk about me or say things about me. Persecution is a part of life. I don't feel persecuted. I feel grateful just because I've been given another opportunity to live and show what God has created me to be. And if you're not Christian, do you know who your identity is? Do you know who you are? Because me, without Christianity, I didn't know who I was. I've always worked hard. That came naturally, maybe because we had a need in my house that we put work over school and work over even family most of the times, because we had a hard time growing up. We weren't financially gifted, so we just worked hard. So that comes naturally. Friends, now that I'm a Christian, they're a lot harder to come by. But in reality, when push comes to shove, I've always had friends or cousins that I've hung out with and just, been there. I try to find my identity in being a husband and being a father. But it was just empty. I mean, I was never good enough for any of my wives. I was never good enough for my kids. I just wanted to hang out and play with them, but they were always busy wanting something else. So I've never actually found an identity, a fulfilling identity in anything until I came to Christ. And now I just stand by who God has made me and what He says about me. And if you have an opinion about me that doesn't correlate with the Bible, that doesn't correlate with what God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit said about me or say about me and will say about me, then I respect your opinion, but it doesn't affect me. I'm just so confident. I love the life I live that I just, part of being in the music world, I was like never prepared for music. God gifted me with songwriting. God gifted me in knowing the basics on guitar and just music. God gifted me in so many ways. Even when I sing, I've never actually prepared for singing. I haven't taken singing courses. I haven't prepared like this, whatever. I should rectify. I went to 2 or 3 singing classes, but just couldn't afford it, so stop that. But He gifted me in all these, with especially I would say songwriting. I love writing songs, but being part of this world, I have found that most people, if not all, don't really like my singing, don't like my voice. Most of the people like the music, the rhythm, the background, whatever that comes out of it. But that's really not me. That's very talented musicians that have helped me create that part, because I am truly not that gifted in that. But I'm in a season in my life, and I just trust God with everything, that it doesn't affect me, it doesn't depress me, it doesn't want me to make me want to quit. My doubts when it comes to music are because, like, right now I haven't met a talented musician that would help me record. So it's like, well, do you want me to keep writing songs? I mean, I have so many songs written and nothing to record. But like, people tell me, like, I'm not a gifted singer, and that's okay. I do it because that's what my calling is, my purpose is. And if I don't stand out, I hope my lyrics stand out, because I believe with all my heart that they're inspired by God. But back to the subject. I'm just not bothered, interrupted, or inconvenienced by other people's opinion of me any longer. And it's not because I am stronger, or I have lived more, and I'm older, or I am wiser. It's just because I fall back on Christianity and what Jesus says about me and how He died on the cross for me. He thinks I'm so valuable that He would die on the cross for me. And I used to think I was so insignificant. Nobody cared about me. Jesus died for you. Whoever hears this video, this message, Jesus died for you and for everyone in this world. It's our choice to accept Him or not. But I can tell you, by my experience, I am the luckiest man in the world to have accepted Jesus, because there is nothing really that would cause me to doubt who I am anymore. and that's priceless.